Great Jimmy Buffett once said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's 5 o'clock here at Chameleon, YouTube, channel, radio, TV. And we're going to have a great webinar with Dan Passarelli. But before we get started, and as people are entering the chat, let's go with the disclaimer. Neither MarketChameleon nor Dan Passarelli, Market Taker Mentoring, are registered investment advisors. Everything we are going through today is for informational purposes only. Please read the disclaimer, take that disclaimer in, and we will be starting with Dan Passarelli momentarily when he zooms in from Chicago. Hopefully everyone is landing in safely. If you're coming in through the Zoom, you can put any questions into the chat. And if you want to type into the chat and let me know where you're from. For those who don't know, my name is Will McBride. I am one of the founders of MarketChameleon.com. And I am from Washington Crossing, PA. I know we have chameleons who join us every morning on our morning show from all over the country. So just let me know in the chat where you're from so we know that that chat is working and you can hear me. There you go. We have people rolling in. Where's everyone from? Can anyone let me know where they're from? We're also live on YouTube. You can use the YouTube chat to let me know where you're checking in from. We have multiple people watching on the YouTube chat. Dan, you coming in, buddy?
Yes, sirree. I was just waiting for a
and here he is, all the way from the windy city of Chicago, Dan Passarelli. Thanks for joining us tonight, Dan.
Thank you so much for hosting.
Awesome. Well, we've got people still filing in. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how do you want to handle the questions tonight? Do you like taking them as they come in, or do you want to wait to the end of your presentation? How would you like to handle it?
I love questions. I particularly love them at the end because then, we don't get off track or anything.
Perfect. We have someone coming in from Texas. Al, we have Robert from Austria, Ben from Germany, it looks like. So we have people joining from all over the world, it sounds like, tonight, Dan.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited.
And the disclaimer's done, so you can get started whenever you want, my friend.
All right. Well, hey, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this darn thing.
Perfect.
All right. So, hey, folks, I'm Dan Passarelli. How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. And again, a special thanks to Will and Dimitri, of course. Really great guys, really great platform. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, which I'm sure you're familiar with, but if you're not, I'm going to share some of the ways I use it. Now, before we get started, I need to point out options are not for everyone. You should read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. And you can get a copy of that by calling 1-888-OPTIONS. That's the home of the Options Clearing Corporation here in the Windy City. Now, each of us has the power within us to make trading a source of continuous wealth. And today I'm going to share with you how to unlock that power. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you how you can replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market is doing using this simple, data-driven, real money proven earnings trading system that hundreds of our students have used to go from that demoralized feeling we've all felt at some time to that feeling of satisfaction and self-assurance that we all know is possible. And that is powerful. This can literally transform your life because when you're confident, you trade better. When you trade better, you're more confident. It's this positive circle that is easier to experience than you think. Now, this technique that I'm going to share with you makes it possible. It uses my proprietary earnings trading system. And at the end of this presentation, I'll share how you can take the next step and start getting immediate results. What do you say? Is that a fair deal? Yeah, hit that chat box if you're on YouTube. Let me know, send me a message. Is that a fair deal? Give me a big old yes if you're liking this, and don't be afraid to participate here. Let's make this kind of fun. What do you say? Well, you might have to read me, anybody who's jumping in from, beaming in from, the YouTube land.
Well, we have a couple people on YouTube who've said yes. No one on the Zoom yet has said anything, but they may all be quiet. I have no idea. Sounds good to me though, Dan.
All right. Well, it sounds good to me too. So look, I think I missed one little thing here. Get immersed in what I'm going to share with you. Let this become part of you. Like, make this about you. And like Will said, I'm going to hold all questions to the end. So this is a pictorial representation of who I am, what I do, some of the organizations I've worked with. Traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote two of the most popular books on option trading. I worked with every major options broker in the US and abroad, as well as pretty much all the options exchanges in the world as well. And I get to be on TV a lot. I guess if you spend enough time in an industry, about 29 years for me, you get to do some cool things. But hey, enough about me. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. I know some of you have traded earnings in the past, and I know some of you have not. So here's the thing. If you have traded earnings in the past, I can help you do it better and be more profitable with less risk. If you've not traded earnings in the past, then you are in the right place at the right time. Now, let's go back to 2021. Goldman Sachs was up 31% over this 12-month period. Question, would you be happy with a 31% annual return in a year? Would you? This is not a rhetorical question. I want to know, I'm taking a poll. Would you be happy with a 31% annual return? Give me a yes or give me a no. I want to know.
Well, the YouTube is a little delayed, and unfortunately, the chat was turned off. So let us know that you just heard what Dan said. Someone did send me a message that the chat was disabled for some reason. So, it's on YouTube. They said, sure, we would like that. See if you can chat in, everyone. Let me know by asking a Q&A if you can't hear it. But I'm not getting any chats still on the Zoom for some reason.
Yeah, help Will out. Hit that. If it doesn't work, let him know in the Q&A box. Well, I'm going to tell you what. So that question was, would you be happy with a 31% in a year? And I'm going to tell you something. 31% in a year is rough for some people. But what if I told you, hey, okay, there we go. Hey, there we go. We got Bruce and we got Victoria. All right, you guys are awesome. So look, 31% a year is tough for some people. What if I told you there is a strategy that it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down, is volatile or calm, and you can still make money consistently and potentially really good money? Here's the big news. Traders can do better than returns like these in all markets, and you have to. So interest rates are, they're going up, and that makes the cost of loans more expensive, right? That's bad for banks. People are worried about inflation and the market's irrational. That's bad for money managers. But do you know what saved firms like Goldman Sachs lately? Their trading units. Take a look at this. So Goldman has 36,600 employees. The average salary is $367,564. That comes out to a total of $13.5 billion being paid out before bonuses. And bonuses are where the traders make the real money. In order for Goldman Sachs to pay out $13.5 billion a year, and those huge bonuses and all the other overhead and stuff, Goldman Sachs must make hundreds of percent a year to pay all that out and still be able to grow their company by 31%. These are the kind of trades professional traders make. And that's why they make 300 or 400 grand a year before those gigantic bonuses. When I started on the trading floor, I started with a $30,000 trading account. Making trades like this daily and weekly and monthly enabled me to turn that $30,000 well into the 7-figure area in a pretty short period of time. That's more than 31% a year. This is what's possible. This is what traders are doing every day. And it's not just professional traders. This is Vic. He was one of our traders who traded our earnings system. Vic said, I've only been trading for about a year in spite of all the challenges, huge market up and down swings throughout the year and all the crazy stuff happening. I actually did pretty well, increasing my account value by over 30% between June 20th when I went live and the end of the year. So that comes out to a 60% annualized return. And he was brand new to option trading. Imagine what you could do with a little training. So there's several advantages to earnings trades. First of all, they're market independent. We don't care what the stock does when earnings is announced. They're very short term on each trade, which limits broad market exposure. We don't care what the S&P 500 is doing either. There's potentially greatly leveraged profits. There's an extremely simple yes/no test to screen trades. And the opportunities are concentrated in a short period of time. Now, there are earnings announcements all throughout the year, but they're mainly contained during what we call earnings season. And they're mainly contained in the front end of that before retail earnings season. The biggest week of opportunities for trading earnings is next week, starting on October 24th. In fact, remember that date, October 24th. That's when there are literally hundreds of earnings trading opportunities. I like to call that money week because there are just literally so many opportunities. And look, opportunities are the lifeblood of trading, right? It's having an investor's mentality. We are at the beginning of a life-changing time to trade. So when is the best time to be prepared? When's the best time to get started? If Money Week happens in literally 7 days, you want to be ready for it, right? You want to start next month? Want to start a couple weeks from now when you feel like getting around to it? No, now is the best time. And the most important thing about earnings trades is simply that they work. Now, it wasn't until I was a trader, like most of the traders attending this webinar, trading in a regular non-professional account later on, that I discovered the power of time spreads for earnings. Now, ironically, after trading thousands of time spreads on the trading floor and honing my skills with them, I learned the last 10% nuance that pushed the power of earnings time spreads over the top for me in a rather unique way. So long story short, I found myself on the phone with a producer from Bloomberg Television. And he said, hey, look, Dan, we want you to go down to the trading floor and we're going to interview you. And we want you to talk, give our viewers a trade idea on how to trade Apple earnings. And I was like, oh no, this is terrible. Why would I say that? It's crazy, right? I was super stoked about this opportunity, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this. So if you didn't, that's okay. Most professional traders, they don't trade earnings. They're not allowed to. In fact, when I was at the height of my trading career, I was among the top 5 most profitable traders at my firm, right? My risk manager would have let me trade anything as big as I wanted with as much of his money as I could. He trusted me that much, but he would never let me have a position going into earnings. Crazy, right? So I'd never done it before. And for those of you who know me, which I think I recognize a couple of names in here. Those of you who know me, you know that I always put my money where my mouth is, right? Right. And so if I'm going to talk about a trade in front of 100 million people on global television, I'm going to have that darn trade on. It's going to be something I believe in. It's just a moral thing for me. So I told the guy, hey, look, hold on 1 second. And I got off the phone and I went over to my trading station. I was like, okay, what kind of trade can I put in? Okay, I can't buy calls or puts because you can't pick direction. That's why I wasn't allowed to trade earnings, right? That's why professional traders don't trade it, because it's the most random day of the quarter. Can't buy calls or puts, can't sell puts or covered calls, can't even do credit spreads. Straddles are usually too expensive. We'll talk more about that in a second. And it's like, how about a time spread? And I looked that up and I was like, wait a minute. This is actually a great trade. I immediately put it on. I did the interview, the trade made money, and I was hooked after that. Later, I came across some data that you'll hear about in a minute that then gave me the black and white proof that this was no fluke. When the right criteria are met, this is a genuine consistency trade that can be used over and over again to crank out consistent profits with consistently, especially during specific periods of the year, like earnings season. Now, here's your crash course. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about time spreads in about 20 seconds. A time spread is when I buy a call, and then I sell another call with less time until expiration that has the same strike. Or they can both be puts. There you go. That's literally everything you need to know. And the data show that these usually work out great, as you'll see on the next slide, when certain criteria are met. And this is really important. I am definitely not saying just go and trade a time spread on every single earnings play. That would be a disaster. That would not work. But when certain criteria are met, these work out great. And other times when other criteria are met, we use straddles or some other strategy. And those triggers maybe like less than 5% of the time. So mostly we're going to stick to time spreads, and let's look at why. Now there's a lot of data here. Don't get hung up on trying to read all the numbers. Later, I'll explain how to simplify all of this. For now, here's what's important. If you sell short-term options the day before an earnings event, they lose their value greatly once earnings are announced the next session, which is good. Now, longer term options also lose their value between putting them on the day before earnings and then taking them off after the announcement. But the key element of this observation is that the short-term options lose way more value than the longer term ones. So what that means, and what this essentially proves, is that when certain criteria are met, trading time spreads around an earnings event is effectively a long-run, consistent winning strategy. And you can see the results here. This is where Market Chameleon really comes in and helps me out a ton. Our earnings class is by far, I think it's probably our most profitable class for all of our students. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. I used to teach this class and hand calculate all the gaps, and I'd have to have my calculator in hand, and it was a big hassle when I had to make each trade. So I ended up just by chance coming across Market Chameleon, and now because of a lot of the stuff that they have in the earnings section, my system is so much easier to trade because I'm able to use all their great information. This is literally how we're able to take the trade analysis down to 3 minutes a trade. You'll get the opportunity to see how all this works, well, right now, as a matter of fact. These are basically the steps to follow this system through earnings season. There are a few details involved, but that's basically the gist of it. So write this stuff down. First, we find all the stocks that have options listed on them and have earnings coming out after the close today or before the open tomorrow morning. Are you with me? Yes? That's important. Following me? We can find several trades a day, and sometimes there are hundreds of opportunities. For example, the week of October 24th, starting in 7 days, There are literally hundreds of opportunities that week. Again, extremely important. We screen those trades using the yes/no screen technique to see if we should continue on with the potential trade. This is your first step and will literally save you hours and hours of your precious time and make your whole life so much better. Not to mention, it will ensure you're only trading the best trades, the ones with edge, meaning they have a statistical advantage in your favor. So your win rate increases and your winners are bigger. Do you like this? Yeah. Hit that chat box again. We know it's working now, and give me a big old yes if you are liking what you're hearing. If you are on YouTube, give me a big old yes there. I know there's a little bit of a delay. All right. Okay. So look, we only continue with the trades that have a positive term structure of volatility, and the greater the disparity in the term structure, the better. And this step is critical. This is what I did on the trading floor every day, and then put it into our earnings trading system to make it easy to follow. Next, we run the is-was check by modeling the spread on tomorrow's days with a variant vol crush on both the short-term and the long-term option, based on a partial reversion to the mean, but also relative to realized volatility. And then we compare that to the past to get the modeled endurable gap, okay? The modeled endurable gap is just my way of making this completely foolproof, so it's super easy for you. Once you have that, you'll know exactly which trades to put on and which to stay away from. Now, here is where most people go wrong. We put on the time spread, the session immediately before earnings. This is intended to be a less than 24-hour trade. That's critical. We follow the proprietary earnings trade technique that I just shared and exit the trade at the precise time the following day. And look, everyone screws this up, but I'll share with you how you can get the timing right later. And then it's just rinse, wash, repeat. Now, this is an earnings trade that I made in a previous earnings season. I went through that checklist that I just shared with you, and it triggered this trade. So this is the calendar or time spread, those terms are synonymous, that I traded. I bought to open 12 of the Uber March 11th 40 calls at 3:07. And at the same time, as part of one trade, I sold to open 12 of the Uber February 11th 40 calls at $2.12. So again, this is at the same time, one trade. Paid 307, collected 212. I paid a net debit of 95 cents. So the market closes, earnings comes out. The market opens the next morning, and I wait for 3 things to happen. And once they do, I got my order in, and I just simply reverse what I did the other day or the day before. I sell 12 of the March 11 40 calls at $2.93, and I buy 12 of the February 11 40 calls at $1.62. So I collect $2.93, pay $1.62. That's $1.31. So I paid 95 cents, right? I invested 95 cents, collected $1.31. The trade made 36 cents, which is a 37.9% profit. So let's make this more tangible. If you bought a 12 lot, like I did, you'd have invested $1,140 and made $432. Now factor in commissions, and this is a solid trade. Now notice, and this is important, I paid 95 cents for this trade, but at the time it was offered at 98 cents. Sometimes with a trade like this, it's tough to do what's called middling. And I'm going to talk about middling in a second, because the bid-ask spreads were so wide, particularly on closing a trade which is almost always the case, we have to have a technique for middling. When we use the technique that we share with our student traders, the profit can be sometimes about 20 cents better, which would be around an extra 240 bucks on a 12 lot like this. So this stuff is really important. In reality, managing the bid-ask spread is where most people go wrong. People leave thousands of dollars on the table every earnings season by not doing this part right. This is a skill that can change a trade from being a trade or a trader, from being just okay to being great. So now I want to make this very realistic and show you exactly how this works in real life when you're trading an earnings trade where you can middle the market with the technique that we use. These are some screenshots of my account on an earnings trade that I made in a past earnings season. So this is in BMY. I went through the checklist that I shared just recently, right? And it triggered this trade. And so this is the trade I made. I bought to open 20 of the BMY November 19th, 58 calls at $1.59. I sold 20 of the October 29th, 58 calls at $1.05. So paid $1.59, like the $1.05, that's 54 cents. But here, look at this though. Here's the thing. Notice the one that I had to buy, they were offered at $1.61, but I didn't pay $1.61. I paid $1.59. I paid 2 cents less. And the ones that I had to sell, these were bid at 103. That's where the market says I can sell them to them, but I didn't sell them at 103. I sold them at a higher price. I sold them at 105. I bought this one 2 cents less, sold this one 2 cents more. I was able to put this trade on for 4 cents better than a typical trader, which is $80 in my pocket. Win, lose, or draw. All right. So let's talk about the exit. The market closes, right? Earnings comes out. The next day, the market opens. I wait for 3 things to happen. And when they do, I've got my order in and it filled, and I sold 18 of these at 76 cents. When I bought at 54, I sold at 76 cents, but it's only 18. I didn't get filled on the other part right away, but did I panic? Did I wonder what to do? No, because this is just a simple checklist that I follow. I just go through the system and I know what to do every time. So this ended up a 40.7% profit overnight in less than 24 hours. That's about $440 minus commissions in money terms. Now, let's go back here for a second. I made what, 39.1% on the first trade, 40.7% on this one. Hey, this is great. It's shooting fish in a barrel, right? Does every single trade work out exactly like this? No. You're going to have some occasional losers. I'm straight with you, man. I tell you exactly how it is. You will have some occasional losers, and this was one of them. I want to share this with you. I went through that checklist, and it did trigger this trade, and this is the trade that I made. It's a split fill. It's a total of 3 contracts. I bought 3 of the May 20th 215 calls at $8.28. Sold 3 of the April 29th 215 calls at $4.42. So I paid $3.86. Market closes, earnings comes out. When the market opens the next day, this stock just totally got away from me. Exactly what I didn't want to have happen happened. Did I panic? No. My 3 things didn't happen yet. I waited, and once they did, I was able to put in my order. I closed the trade at $3.60, ended up being just a 7% loss overnight, or a $78 loser. And I've made hundreds, maybe thousands of these trades. Here's another one. I could show you examples all day long. Here's another one. Went through my checklist, triggered this trade, bought 10 of the Penn February 18th, 46 calls at 302, sold 10 of the February 4th, 46 calls at 224. That's 78 cents. The market closes, earnings comes out. Next day when the market opens, I wait for the three things to happen. I have in my orders and boom, I got filled at $1.11, 42.3% profit, less than 24 hours. That's $330 of actual money. The key here is consistency, driving consistent profits. If you can make 330 bucks on one trade, 440 on another, 750 on another, and like we're talking like next week, money week, where there are hundreds of opportunities, how much do you think you can make in just next week, in one single week, using this strategy? How much money do you think you can make in just one single week when you have hundreds of opportunities trading this strategy? And that's why a consistent system is so powerful. If you can follow a checklist, finding, analyzing, setting up, and making the trade is simple. And closing the trade is simple too. We simply take it off the next day, but it requires a little nuance. Trade management is key. Management makes money. That's the 3 M's of trading, right? In a moment, I will share a resource to make those nuances super simple. This is a system, and that's why this is easy. Work the system works. Now let's talk about realistic expectations. You take the actions that make the things happen in your life to make your life what it is, right? You believe that's true? You believe that the actions you choose determine your future? Yes, I do. I believe that 100%. And if you do nothing, nothing changes, right? Profitable trading is a reality for many traders. We have traders in our online community chat room who are some of our top money-making students. They're really successful, regular folks, just like you and me, who post their trades real time for all to see, who have made the decision to be profitable, to simply do it. They made that choice. And by the way, in a moment, I'll reveal how you can get free access to the MTM community chat room for a full 6 months. Now, how often can I find trades like this? I just showed you a bunch of screenshots of my actual literal trades all throughout earnings season. There are hundreds. Are these returns common? Yes. Again, I just showed you. Earnings trades can yield highly leveraged returns with low risk. What if the trade doesn't work out? I shared that too. Not all of them will, but the risk is limited, but more importantly, manageable. And they can be a small fraction of possible gains. Now, how do you make this happen? Here's how to make this happen. This is the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package. In this course, I'm going to share with you how to replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market's doing, using my simple, data-driven, real money proven total earnings domination system. Here's just some of what you'll learn in this complete course. How to easily scan the market for earnings trades, where to get real-time data that pinpoint the winningest earnings trades, the best time of day for entries and exits, the yes-no screen technique blueprint, the earnings time spread risk checklist to maximize your gains and minimize your losses, calculating the modeled and durable gap, and how to manage those wide bid-ask spreads on closing the trade. You now have a new opportunity to trade more consistently using a strategy that works in all market conditions. To get a blueprint for earnings trading and watch live setups of earnings trades so you can easily follow along. And to make the next few weeks your top performing weeks yet. And plus, if you had some trouble lately, maybe to make back losses on trades you already made. Now, let's first talk about who this is not for. This is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or gamblers. Yes, it's possible to make a lot of money in a short period of time, but I want to be clear. This is not gambling. This is not guessing. I have done the math. You just follow along. You trade with a mathematical advantage like a professional option trader, and it's completely simplified so anyone can do this. This is also not for people who would rather spend time and money and endure losses to learn on their own over many years' time. That's the silly route, right? This is the fast track. Your time is valuable. In fact, today you've already begun investing in yourself, your most valuable asset, time. So you know that middle bullet point is just a complete waste of time. Now, this is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators, but again, you showed up here. That's not you. So let me tell you who this is for. This is for you. If you want more consistency, if you want low risk trades with high profit potential, this is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. This is for action takers. And for my action takers, I'm going to make this really easy for you. This is our total earnings domination 6-month all access premium package. First of all, let me share with you what you're going to get with this class. You begin with the brain dump part of the training, the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video. I'm going to put 29 years of my experience into your head with one short video. This is the keys to the kingdom. That's a $2,995 value. Why is it $2,995? Because if you can make the kind of money we're talking about consistently on daily trades throughout this earnings season and for the rest of earnings seasons, the rest of your life, this small one-time investment can pay you over and over for a lifetime. And one-time investment, as you can see, there is no auto renewal on any of this. Now, I want to get you up and running fast. So I've created the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. These 3 short videos give you all the information you need to get started. But we also literally want you to have this mastered. So you're also getting our 4-part on-demand video masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques from 2 decades on the CBOE trading floor. You'll know exactly what to do every time. This puts the power into your hands. Now, isn't it important to you to make sure that you can put the knowledge to use, that you can do it? Today, you're going to get hands-on training. Starting on October 24th, you'll log in and watch me trade live in a real money account. So you'll see exactly what to do as you follow along with me as I reveal all my top picks. You'll literally see the system being traded in the live market, and you'll make your first trade together with me as a group. This is the ultimate hands-on training. Now, this is an all-access premium package for $8,086. But I recently created a couple more bonuses that I would like to share. To start with, I want to make sure this works for everyone, regardless of your experience level as an option trader, even if you're brand new to options. To make sure this works for you, today, you're going to get the Options Impact Quick Start videos. This on-demand course levels the playing field for beginner option traders. It covers all the basics you need to begin trading options confidently. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll be able to start trading like someone who's been successfully trading them for years and put you on the fast track to maximize your gains this earnings season. Meet Jill from Cincinnati, Ohio. She joined our class a year or so ago. One of her first trades she did together with us in the live coaching sessions. She bought a Microsoft time spread that met our criteria, as did I and the other students in the class. She bought the spread at $2.65 and in less than 24 hours, sold it for $3.75, locking in a 41.5% profit. And she posted real time in the MTM community chat room, which you will have the same access to. Today, you're getting free 6 months of the MTM community chat room. You'll log in and get all your questions answered by me or our other coaches. But another huge sort of secret benefit is that the MTM community chat room is where all our top money making students log in and post their trades live real time. And this is what one of our student traders who joined us said in the chat room. Jason Fullen from Leander, Texas said, I closed IBM for 85 cents or 124% profit. Opened the trade at 38 cents. And you know what? This was his first total earnings domination trade, a $1,000 winner on his first trade that he made with me and the other students in the live earnings trading class on the very first day. So first, you're going to get today the Secret to Trading Earnings Bootcamp. I'm going to get you up and running fast with the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. You're going to have this completely mastered when you watch the masterclass Earnings Trading Techniques from 20 years on the CBOE trading floor. I'm going to give you hands-on training where you're going to watch me trade live. We're going to trade together for 5 days in a row, starting next week. And as a bonus, newer option traders, you'll be able to participate in this too, because today you're getting up and running fast with our Options Impact Quick Start videos. Plus, you'll have your support group for questions, trade ideas, and learning from other traders in our MTM community chat room. This is an all-access premium package now valuing $9,765. But I want to make this a complete no-brainer, completely irresistible, so you can confidently, immediately join us right now. A million-mile journey begins with the first step, and this is that step. Go to MarketTaker.com/CHAM right now and get all this for a small, easy investment of just $497. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, MarketTaker.com/CHAM, short for chameleon, and get all this for a one-time small, easy investment of just $497. That's a massive 94.9% off discount. And that is valid only for the first 25 of you who take action right now. Now, why would I give such a massive 94.9% off discount? Because earnings season has already begun. And I want you to be one of the 1,000 trader success stories that we strive to create this year. People who take action are the ones that can be great traders. When you see a great opportunity and fearlessly act on it. So to reward the traders who will move forward, this 94.9% off is valid only for the first 25 people who join us right now at MarketTaker.com/CHAM. And for those who join us right now before this webinar ends, here's the big bonus. Action takers, you are going to get my proprietary spreadsheet that I created to track all my trades with the proprietary formulas on the sheet that help me make these trades confidently in just minutes. Now, I can't open this bonus up to everyone. I just can't. In fact, I won't. I can only invite a handful of traders because, frankly, this is too valuable. This is a $1,750 value. but this is the best way that I know to all but ensure your success. Look, I take this very personally. You are investing in your success today. And by sharing my personal spreadsheet with you, so am I. So I am giving this spreadsheet to traders who take action literally right now and join us during this training. 1, 2, 3, boom. So what that means is you're going to get the bootcamp video. You're going to get up and running with the accelerator video course. You're going to get this mastered with the master class. I'm going to give you the hands-on training so you know exactly what to do. The newer traders will get the quick start videos. You'll all get that support group with the MTM community chat room. And those of you joining us right now will also get my easy spreadsheet tracker to track all of your trades. That is now a total of a 96% off discount. Again, still limited to the first 25 traders. Look, this earnings cycle, it's one of the most important in the entire history of the stock market. Analysts are waiting to see what the earnings are to give guidance for the future, and that means traders can make more money than they ever have before. And this process is starting right now. When you enroll today, you'll have just enough time to get through the brain dump training of the bootcamp video and the master class and the accelerator videos to be ready for that first live class on Monday, October 24th. These are the 5 most important classes you will attend this year, probably in your entire life. This earnings season is the opportunity of a lifetime for those who choose to put that opportunity into action, right? So it's go time. For those of you who've been waiting for the right trading opportunity, this is an opportunity to change your life. Now, also in the past, because earnings season was quarter by quarter, when someone joined, they got 3 months access, 1 quarter. But I had some people tell me, but Dan, I have a commitment. I can't make all the live earnings classes. Or Dan, hey, I'm going to be out of town for part of earnings season. So I wanted to make sure that everyone who invests in the class was able to fully use it and get the results that you expect. So my team and I decided that with the total earnings domination all access premium package, we would make the class available for a full 6 months. So as of today, you'll have plenty of time to get through all the material, and you'll get access to the 5 live earnings trading sessions in January's Money Week too. These 5 hands-on training sessions are all 100% totally live. If you can't make it live, they're all recorded. In each of those classes, I will reveal the top earnings trades of the day, each of those days. And I'm going to prove that anyone can do this regardless of experience or account size. So here is my guarantee to you. I'm actually trading these trades live with my own real money, so you can see exactly how it's done and follow along. In fact, I'm using less than $10,000 in my account to show you that anyone can do it regardless of account size and also regardless of your background and options, because we're giving you the options impact videos if you're newer to options. I want you to meet David Z from South Lake Tahoe, California. He said, I closed the last 5 at $1.41, total gain of $425 less commission. The class has paid for itself. This is Russell K from Glendale, California. He says, I'm above an 80% win rate. Most of the others were maybe a 5% loss. I took Dan's, this is Tyler M from Lexington, Tennessee. You'll love this. I took Dan's MTM course about 7 years ago, and he started me down the path that I'm on today. Now I'm a professional options trader at a fund. Thanks, Dan. Now, if you want to get the results like Jill and Jason and David and Russell, And Tyler, you know what to do, right? Go to markettaker.com/CHAM, or you can call the number that I put on the screen. I'll put it back up there in a minute. Again, this is limited to the first 25 people. And I can see we've had a good number of people join us so far. I want to welcome our new dominators. All right. So let's see here. First of all, welcome and congratulations to Larry from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Welcome and congratulations, my friend. Great job moving forward today. Everyone here invested your time in this, and you guys have taken the next step, the final step, so that you can get this system down pat. Welcome and congratulations to Borislav from Köln. Looks like Germany, Deutschland, DEU. Welcome and congratulations, my friend. That is awesome. Welcome and congratulations to Bobby from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Gary. Oh, now I don't have Gary's city and state. I'm going to welcome the rest of you folks who just joined in a second. I don't have Gary's city and state because here's one of the frequent questions that I get asked. Okay. Sometimes people say, hey, Dan, listen, I have a small trading account and I can see that this is a great way to grow it into a bigger account, but I might have a hard time coming up with the $497. Is there a way to finance it? And that answer is yes. You can use PayPal and PayPal credit. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit, so you can lock in total earnings domination today when you check out using PayPal and choose PayPal credit. And all you have to do is go to markettaker.com/CHAM and click the PayPal button on that page to get started right now. Now, I'm going to finish welcoming the other folks who joined us. We have, it's like 10, 11, 12, something like that. But before I do, I want to answer your questions so that I can help you to make the decision to come and join us in total earnings domination this quarter. So hit your questions into that Q&A box, and I'm going to answer them so I can help you make the decision to come join us. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for those, here are a few questions I often get. Is this live or recorded? So both. I know you're busy. Not everyone can make it to the live classes. You can attend the 5 live earnings trading classes I mentioned, but if that doesn't work for your schedule, that's okay. I will record them and you can watch them when it's convenient for you. So those of you who've just joined us, you got a username and password. All you guys whose names I just read and the ones I'm going to read in a couple of minutes, go and check your email with the email address that you signed up for. If you don't see it there for some reason, check your junk or spam folder. It's there. How long do I have access to this class? With the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package, you will get an entire 6 months access to these materials. You'll have plenty of time to master the system. Is this time consuming? No, in fact, it will save you time so you can spend it doing the things you love with friends and family. But it can save you years of struggle and foregone profits, right? Look, you can spend years figuring it out on your own, but right now is the hottest earning season that you will see in your entire lifetime. You'll be able to go through this simple course now and start seeing immediate results. Now, how do I know I'll be able to do it? Look, this comes with hands-on training where I'll show you in the live market exactly what to do with real live, real-time trade setups. And I'm in the chat room all day long, as are a whole bunch of our other student traders who trade earnings and are really, really successful with it. You've got your support group. You've got I planned all these bonuses so you would get every single thing you need to be successful. The number one question that I get is there a limit on the number of students who can join? And that answer is yes. We have to limit the number allowed in the live component of this package, or it gets out of hand with questions. I want to give each of you my full attention, so we have to limit the number we let in. I have a small team committed to student success. If you're committed to doing your part, we will do ours. And therefore, today is limited to that first 25 traders who are serious about making it work this earnings season. Just go to markettaker.com/CHAM or call 1-843-724-5338. And look, this is crunch time. If you are ready to make it happen for yourself, I will help you. But you have 7 days to prepare for it. This is no messing around. This legit is crunch time, because on Monday, October 24th at 2:45 p.m. Eastern time, we begin the live classes, and you are making your first trade together with me, and I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to go nice and slow that first day. We're going to pick up speed a little bit the next day. And by Wednesday, you'll watch me make these trades in literally 3 minutes, all the data. Okay. What other questions do we have that I can answer to help you make the decision to come and join us today? Let's see here. While I'm doing that, I want to welcome Bill from Menlo Park, California. How's it going, Bill? Long time no talk. I know you've been a student with us before. Welcome as Eduardo, who signed up using PayPal. Welcome, James. I'm going to skip the city and everything. Welcome, John. Welcome, Jeffrey. Welcome, Ashley. Welcome, Marcus. Welcome, Brittany. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome, Denise. Welcome, Omar. Welcome, Scott. You guys are awesome. There is nothing that gets me more excited than seeing people take that step and invest in themselves and allow me to do my small part in empowering you, to show you how to have the power that you will have the rest of your life to do this. It is very, very exciting. And
well, that's awesome, Dan. I appreciate you giving that offer to the Chameleons. We did have a couple questions from the YouTube community. Borislav was asking, what are the open interest and spread criteria when you're screening for earnings?
Yeah, I give you all that in the bootcamp and the accelerator videos, masterclass, but especially in the 5 live coaching sessions. That's the most important part of this. We want to do the closest to the money strike. Okay. It could be calls or puts, whichever one is closer. We always use the out of the money strike. We're always using the same strike because it's a time spread. And then we're always selling the front expiration and buying the lowest volatility. I'm trying to spit out as much information as I can, but you're going to see it all in the live training. I go through that very, very extensively.
And we had another question. I'm assuming this is in the training too. And I'm assuming it's a question for you and not about MarketChameleon, but someone's asking, could you show us the trading statistics you ran to obtain winning edge? Is that something you showed? I'm not sure.
The trading statistics.
I don't know if he's talking about something you showed or actually something on MarketChameleon that shows the win rate. If it's from MarketChameleon, the win rate, join us for the morning show. Dimitri can answer that question. You can ask the question live tomorrow. Dan, thanks. I didn't thank you at the beginning of the show, but you were on Friday in the morning show. It was great having you on. Really appreciated that. It was a lot of fun. We're right up against 6 o'clock, my friend. Great show and a great offer to the community. I hope everyone takes advantage of it. Thanks.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, Will. I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone.
All right. Everyone have a good night, a good trading week. It could be a volatile one. Dan, thanks again for the offer. MarketTaker.com/Chameleon. I did put it on the YouTube link, so it's there for anyone to click onto, and I did put it in the